Okay, guys, here we are in Nagini's enclosure. There she is down there, and it's been about 9 days since her last meal. And as you guys know, she's eating live, and I am attempting to transition her into frozen thawed. So I wanted to get this on camera, and I wanted to kind of go over the transition, what I'm attempting to do, because this is hopefully going to be the feeding where she takes down a frozen thawed rodent. So I have nice little rat in there and some hot water that's just done thawing out. And then I have two live newborn baby rats. I don't know, might be too dark. There you can kind of see them. So what are we going to do? And what are the steps to transition over? So obviously, you need to keep the snake alive. You're going to feed the snake live. Okay. You're going to get the snake comfortable with eating with you, know when it's feeding time, comfortable with taking food from tongs or from your hands, whatever. You're just going to get the snake eating on a normal basis. Okay, great. Now, there's really two options to transition from live to frozen if she won't go for it right away. And most of the time, snakes will just, you'll put a frozen one in there, you'll wiggle it around and they'll take it. But not always. Sometimes they can be stubborn, like she is. So you have to feed live. Then you can do one of two ways. You can then transition to live killed, where you're then going to take the live rodent, kill it, and feed it to her and get her used to it not being alive. Not a huge fan. And even still, when you do that, you really still have to try to bait and switch. So you could kill the live rat, kind of cut it open, normally behind the neck, so the scent of a wounded prey is out there, and then get the blood and everything, put it on the frozen thawed, and she'll go after that. That is a messier way, but that way works very well. In fact, that is, I would say that works 99% of the time. That's the way you would transition something that's being stubborn. There is another way, and it is much more difficult, but it's different. I guess I shouldn't say it's much more difficult. So you feed the snake the live smaller meal. So these are really small rats compared to what she would eat a live, little bit of a larger size mouse. And the pet store didn't have any mice because of the whole everything that's going on. And they did have a rat mom that gave birth to rats, and then the mom started to eat the babies, and so they had to separate them, and they're selling the babies out as feeders. So I got them. So they're a little bit smaller, which is fine because I was going to go for a smaller mouse today anyways. So the key with this method is you feed them the live prey, and as they're getting down to the legs and the butt, their mouth is wide opened, and they're slowly sucking everything down. You basically, that's when you follow it. You follow it down with the head of the frozen thaw prey, and you just have them take it all at one time. And then really once she's had a frozen thawed, then she knows she can do it. I'm going to attempt to get this on camera. I've not ever done it this way. I'm going to go for it this way, and we're going to hope that it works. The other method, which is so hard to get to work, is you would take the frozen thawed rat and you would rub it just to get the scent of the live prey on it. But that's normally never enough. You've got to get the blood. You've got to get, the wounded prey scent. So I don't know how easily this will get on camera. We're going to try it. We'll see what we can get. But hopefully we'll go for it. Here's the frozen thawed prey. It's nice and thawed out. Let me come here to get one of the live little rats. Here is the difference. So I went with about the same size. That way we could go, this poor guy doesn't even have his eyes opened. We're not gonna dwell on him too long. I am gonna rub the frozen on him. I do want to get some of the live scent for this follow-up procedure. Now guys, be cautious because I'm doing this with my hands. I am getting the scent of the prey on my hands. You need to keep that in mind when you're doing this. Okay, so, all right, little dude. Let's lower you down. And I'm going to try to stay to the side, and hopefully we'll see her in action. And I don't want to get bit. Although ball python is non-venomous, who the heck wants to get bit, right? Like, by a venomous or non-venomous. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. She may have been sleeping, because again, guys, snakes do sleep with their eyes opened. So their brain just tells them when it's time to go to sleep, and they sleep. Their eyes aren't shut, anything like that. So, okay, her tongue is moving. And yep, she's going to definitely pick it up here in a second. Just looking towards it. The tongue is smelling the air coming from its direction. Okay, kind of zoom in for you guys here. I wish it would move just a little bit. There we go. Her tongue is flickering a lot more. It might be a little hard to see because her tongue is so small, but it's coming out. It's smelling. Every time it moves, she moves just a little closer. Oh, there it goes. There it went. Sucked in like no tomorrow. Oh, it's squeaking a little bit. That's unfortunate. Let's see where she's got it. She's got it around mid-body. Nice thing is, guys, these snakes are normally quick killers. So, you know, the thing is gonna... The poor little rat pup is... just twitching, but more than likely that's nerves, and more than likely that's already gone. Alright, so I'm going to let her just start eating that, and then I'm going to turn this camera back on when we attempt to follow it up, and we'll see what happens.